Today we're going to be discussing Anthony Palumbo, a child predator who's 46 years old and thought it was okay to try to meet up with a 15-year-old boy for sex. Here's his story.
He's 46-year-old Anthony Palumbo, and he's brought a gift. We've hired an 18-year-old actor to play the part of the young teen.
Hey, come on in. Awesome.
All right.
Online in an AOL gay chat room, calling himself Hi Buddy, What's Up, he tells the decoy, who's pretending to be a 14-year-old boy, that he's horny. Then the 46-year-old says,
I want to be top. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
18.
Stop the tape. He wants to be top. So let me explain that to some of you that's not comprehending. This is a 46-year-old man who met up with a boy online who's talking to a child, underage child online, and he's telling this underage child that he wants to be top. Meaning he wants to be on top while the boy is under him. That's the lingo. It's sickening and it's disturbing, but we will continue.
In an AOL gay chat room, calling himself Hi Buddy, What's Up, he tells the decoy, who's pretending to be a 14-year-old boy, that he's horny. Then the 46-year-old says,
I want to be top. Oh, okay. You want to do it raw? Raw? Yes. What's that? No rubber.
I was supposed
He
to
wants
be
no
a
rubber with a
Now he's
15-year-old
here,
boy.
beer in hand, asking the decoy several times to put it in the refrigerator.
You can put that in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll put it in a little bit.
All right. I'll relax.
I'm just a little nervous.
I'm nervous too. My excuse to come here.
He has an
I went
excuse.
to Atlantic City.
I just don't know.
Put that in the refrigerator.
2 times he's asked him to put it in the fridge.
That's it?
All right. We'll see what happens.
I'm just nervous the other thing.
That's all right. If you could put that in the refrigerator.
3 times.
Don't get drunk with that.
It's a 15-year-old boy. What are you talking about? Don't get drunk. You bought...
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
I'll see my brother.
Yeah, but who did you have to give that to as a cover story?
Exactly.
No, my brother is home, my other brother.
Right.
And I said, I got to go to Atlantic City.
But instead you came here.
I stopped by to go there.
So you like to gamble.
Yeah, I love to gamble.
You took a little bit of a gamble coming in here tonight.
No, I just stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so
Yeah,
nervous?
because I was going to Atlantic City and it was dark and I'm not usually
Hold
going
on.
to drive at dark at nighttime.
So, this guy, Anthony Palumbo, is nervous of meeting a 15-year-old boy, and he drove at night, and his excuse to come here is he's going to see his brother. This is the mind frame and the mentality of these sick bastards. They're sick people. They're sick. Some of them try to play like they don't know what they're doing. This is a 46-year-old man who's linked up with a 15-year-old boy talking about, I have my excuse to come here is I'm going to my brother's house or Atlantic City. He has an excuse. And now when Chris Hansen walks through the door, his whole narrative is changed. You see his face? Do you see his body? He's shook. He's caught red-handed, but he must continue with the lies. This is the mentality of these sick dudes. These are family members. These are co-workers that are walking around getting online, because it's even easier now to try to meet up with underage children for sex. Let's continue.
That makes you nervous.
Yeah, driving. I'm not a driver at night.
What about visiting a boy who's home alone? Does that make you nervous?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I just wanted to just say hi. It was
Just to say
not
hi
yeah.
and drop off a package.
Yeah, I had beer.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not at all. You can smell my breath. Not at all.
It's okay, I don't need to do that. He tells me several times he thought the boy was 18, but in the chat log, the decoy tells him 2 different times that he's 14. How old are you?
30.
So, even worse, he's 14 years old, but nonetheless, you see, if you don't have the chat logs, this guy, Chris Hansen, he has the chat logs. If we didn't have the chat logs and you walk out and he busts these dudes and they start being like, you know, I didn't know, I thought she was 18, I thought he was 18, blah, blah, blah. You may almost think like maybe, you know what? He might be telling the truth. I might give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know this brother. But you see, we got the chat logs. When you have the transcripts, all you're doing is digging yourself a deeper hole. You're making yourself look foolish. The boy told you numerous times he's 14 years old. Numerous times. And he decided to go along with it. Hence the excuse, hence the Atlantic City and all that. But not only did you show up to the house at some crazy time of the night, but you bought drinks. And you just wanted to hang out. That's your story. Thank God for the chat logs, because the proof is there. Let's continue. He's discussing his age now. Chris Hansen has asked him, how old are you?
39. You said you were 35 online.
35, 39.
We find out later he's actually 46. He says he's unemployed and spends his time caring for his ailing mother. Then he tries to explain away his graphic sexual chat. You asked him in your chat if he was top or bottom. What does that mean?
Did I ask that? I don't remember that.
Are you top or bottom? I'm horny, you say.
I was just fooling around.
Right.
Well, if you're just fooling around, then why were you so concerned about knowing whether or not he was a cop?
Just joking.
Just joking. So what made you decide to come over here and meet a teenage boy after this sexually explicit conversation?
I thought it was like I wanted to hang out with someone, like a friend. Like I thought he was like 18, something like that. It wasn't, I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying.
Well, this isn't about gay.
No, I'm just saying. I'm straight.
Hold on. Because the man came to meet up with a 14-year-old boy, a 14-year-old child, 14, 15-year-old child, in the middle of the night with an excuse, an alibi. But that's not the narrative. What he wants to portray to you and to let you understand is he's not gay. Forget that this is a 14-year-old child that he's conversating with because he thought it was a friend or something to meet up with at nighttime, and he brought beer for this friend that's 14 years old, underage. The narrative that he is pushing is he is not gay. You see how sick these dudes are? Forget that he's messing with a child. He wants you to know, hold on, don't get it confused. Hold on, I'm not gay. Crazy.
But when you involve somebody who's 14, that's what becomes an issue.
18.
How old are you, you ask? 14. I told you that already. You say K, meaning okay.
I wasn't going
But why do that? What's the motive here?
It's,
Explain it to me.
no, you're right. No, you're right. It's stupid.
It's an illegal thing.
Yeah, I know. I did a stupid thing.
Do you ever watch much television?
Sometimes, once in a while. Not so much of a TV person.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids online.
I wouldn't want to be, oh boy.
And you can walk right out the door you came in.
Okay.
He quickly leaves the house and is startled by the police.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we got to deal with in today's society. This is the problem with people. This is the problem. And it's too easy now to gain access with all these different apps, these Bigos, these Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Snapchats. There's so many different apps that these child predators lurk on. They lurk on these apps. Thank God there's still people out there that's doing right, that's trying to catch these sickos and put them under the jail, because that's where they belong. They belong under the jail forever. But sadly enough, a lot of these dudes get to walk away and get out of these situations. They beat these cases. But you see how sick this man is. He traveled at night with an excuse to meet up with a 14-year-old boy, brought him beer, asked him more than 2 times, 3 times to put it in the fridge. He let him know in the text already he wants to be top. He wants to be top with a 14-year-old child. And after all of this has been said, and this man, Chris Hansen, exposed him in the chat, even lying about his age, talking about he's 46, talking about he's 35, 39, he couldn't get it, pick one. His narrative was he's not gay. Hit the like button, Mr. Purple 0, subscribe.